talk about influences and influence and influencers. And you know the proverb, you become like who you surround yourself with, or you become like the five people you communicate with the most. And it's very true because we are actually telepathic. And even if we are just now remembering, there is collective consciousness. And the more submersed we're in it, the more we're influenced by it, most of the time unconsciously. And a very easy way to see that is to go back in history and look at the different time periods and the different clothes that were fashionable and the different beliefs that people had at that time and how they have changed. But while they were in fashion, most people follow them so they would fit in. And it's difficult to understand how influenced you are until you remove yourself from that particular environment. And another way that we can see influence is when we travel and we see how in different cultures, different countries, people believe different things and eat different foods, dress differently, have different habits and different things that are important to them. So it's really interesting, that's why we have the proverb, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So you can fit in and you're not too different. Because if you're too different, then it can be scary. And it's good to fit in to a degree with certain things. For example, we have sidewalks, and it's wiser to walk on the sidewalk and not in the middle of the street because you can endanger yourself and others if you walk where the cars are supposed to be. But there are other things that we need to be particularly careful about in ways of thinking and beliefs, under whose influence we are. And I mean, naturally, influencers that influence us to buy things. It's like, do we really need this thing? And because this celebrity is advertising this particular perfume, do I need it? And if I do, am I buying it because I believe it will make me attractive as that celebrity, or because I actually like the smell? So that's a whole other topic there. But what I wanted to talk about is how we can influence ourselves the way we want to. Because sometimes you may not have people in your surroundings that are doing the things that you want to do, or believe the things that you feel are true. But that's why we have books and movies and art. And I particularly love quotes. And that has been a huge influence in my life. I started to read it when I was 5. And every book is a new world. And you get access to new ideas. You can learn so much. You can see that there's so many ways of living and thinking and being. And now with the internet, there's even more, like everybody's posting somewhere. YouTube, you know, everybody's expressing themselves. All the other platforms of social media. Yet we need to be careful what we're consuming and are the influences that we're taking in the direction that we want to develop and grow. So we need to very carefully curate who we're influenced by and how much of that influence we're consuming. And at the same time, leave time for authenticity and connecting with our own soul and being influenced by it and by source, because that's where all original creations come from. So you can pick some people that feel like mentors to you, or people whose life inspires you, whose artwork inspires you. And whatever you're consuming most of, that's what you become. So if you want to infuse your life with more high vibrational music and literature and wisdom, you can incorporate more of that in your day. And it could be in the morning to read a quote or a page from a favorite book and listen to some high quality uh, music that stimulates your soul, and let that nourish and nurture you. And then do it again in the evening before you go to bed. Look at some beautiful art, be in nature a little bit, uh, and to me, animals are a really great influence too. And have those moments, because I know life gets busy and our days are very busy, but at least in the morning and the evening, have those moments of winding down and allowing ourselves to be influenced by things we carefully curate. And it also could be meditation and pure silence where we can hear spirit and source and have that nourishment from within. And the deeper we go, and the more we uncover our authentic essence that we want to be under the influence of versus outside influences that sometimes can be very helpful companions on the path, but they're still somebody else's thoughts and words, and we can be inspired by them, but yet not allow them to overtake us and discourage us from finding our own authentic expression and refining it and allowing it into being and giving space for our own soul to unfold and our higher self to influence us the most and follow that inner guidance.